What's up, foodies? Today we're making a classic savory sausage and herb stuffing, but with a Newfoundland twist from back home. This recipe is my go-to when I need an amazing tasting stuffing for a holiday meal or just a Sunday dinner. So let's get into it. First, we're going to cube a loaf of bread into small pieces. Roughly about 3 cups is all we need. Go ahead and toss them into a big bowl. Nothing fancy here, it's just good old bread. I am using an old sourdough loaf for a little extra flavor. If you want to add some extra fiber in there, go ahead and use some whole wheat bread. Use what you have on hand, it doesn't matter, as long as it's bread. Now dice up 3 stalks of celery, 1 small onion, and peel and chop 1 large apple into small cubes. Not gonna lie, if you haven't put apple in your stuffing before, you need to start. It is a game changer. Now, roughly chop a handful of parsley, about 5 to 6 sage leaves, 4 sprigs of thyme, pull the leaves off the stems, don't worry about chopping them, and 1 to 2 sprigs of rosemary. Now heat up a pan over medium-high heat and throw in 1 tablespoon of butter and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Take 1 pound of sausage, it's roughly about 3 links. I'm using an apple sausage here, but use whatever flavor you love. Pull it out of its casing and crumble it into the pan. Cook it until it's nice and brown and crispy. This is where you're gonna get some amazing flavor. Toss your diced onions and celery with a pinch of salt and let it soften for about 5 minutes. Stir them occasionally so they don't burn and they soak up the juices from the sausages. Stir in the diced apples and cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. Then go ahead and add in the chopped herbs, your parsley, your sage, thyme, and rosemary. This is optional, but I like to add in 2 to 3 teaspoons of summer savory. Now, I'm from Newfoundland, and the flavor of summer savory always brings me back home. It's an optional ingredient, but for me, it just wouldn't be holiday stuffing without it. Now, back home in Newfoundland, we have a place called Mount-Style Farms. They supply our savory for the island, and no, they're not sponsoring me. I just love their product and what they have, and it's what I grew up on. And I have a giant tub of it right here that I brought back from Newfoundland because it's very hard to find out here, this kind of savory. It's just different. It's what I grew up with. It's what I love. They're not sponsoring me to do this video. It's what we use in Newfoundland. It is a Newfoundland staple. And I guarantee if you go to any home in Newfoundland, there is a jar or tub of this somewhere in their kitchen. The flavor and smell of savory reminds me of home. And while it's optional, for me, it isn't. It wouldn't taste like a stuffing without it. Savory is like Newfoundland Frank's Red Hot. We put it on everything. Almost everything. If you don't have Newfoundland savory, that's fine, don't add it. But if you can get your hands on any summer savory, that works just as fine, or just leave it out altogether. But this is what truly makes this special. It's just something I grew up on, and it's really delicious. Now let it cook for an additional 2 minutes to let the herbs release the oils, and everything smells amazing. Turn off the heat and dump the mixture into your bowl of cubed bread. Toss it all together, making sure it gets well coated and well blended, then season it with a bit of salt and pepper to taste. It's really important that you season and taste here. If you don't add enough salt, it's gonna be bland and not very good, so you need to add a bit of salt, give it a little taste, and get it to where you like it. Now it's important to let the stuffing cool before stuffing the turkey. This is going to help firm up and make it easier, and using hot stuffing may increase the risk of bacterial growth, especially in the center of the turkey if it doesn't reach a safe internal temperature. Now it's ready for stuffing a chicken or a turkey or a pork loin or whatever you want to put the stuffing in. Now if you want to make it as a side for something and not stuffing it in anything, add a little bit of chicken stock to it to keep it moist. When you're adding the stock to the stuffing, you want to do a little bit at a time. You want the bread to be moist but not soggy, so stop once it holds together but isn't drenched. Get what I'm saying here? Yeah? Just a little bit, just enough to hold it. Not enough that you can squeeze it and liquid just comes out. You want it just enough to hold together like wet sand. Then transfer it to a greased baking dish and cover it with foil and bake at 375 Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 35 minutes. Uncover it for the last 10 minutes of cooking so you get a nice crispy top. And if you don't want a crispy top, just don't uncover it. Simple. If you want to mix things up with your stuffing, there's so many ways you can put your own spin on this. For a vegetarian version, skip the sausage and toss in some sauteed mushrooms and roasted chestnuts. Try adding in some dried cranberries for a Christmas stuffing. Hey, maybe you're a cheese lover. Go for a cheesy stuffing by mixing in Parmesan and Gruyere. You can even top it off with a bit of cheese for a golden top. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. It's a foundation, and you can craft it and make it whatever way you want. And there you have it, a delicious savory sausage and herb stuffing with a Newfoundland touch. Whether you're making this for the holidays or a special meal, I hope you enjoy the stuffing as much as I do. If you're enjoying this recipe, you're going to love my new cookbook, The FOOD-DEE Odyssey, Totally Greek. It's packed with over 70 incredible Greek recipes that capture the essence of my travels in Greece and my time cooking in Greek restaurants. This cookbook has some of my favorite Greek dishes like briam, Cretan bougatsa, souvlaki, lots of different recipes in here. Greek salad, the best Greek salad you're ever going to have if you're not in Greece. Whether you're a fan of Greek cuisine or looking for modern twists, this cookbook has something special for every home cook. You can grab your copy in the description below. Thanks for watching to the end. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, a subscribe down below, and until next time, FOOD-DEE out.